welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and in today's video we are going to be looking at your greatest strength. So what it is, what quality, what particular attribute that you guys possess that is your greatest strength. All right, so for this reading, I have 5 piles for you guys. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, pile 4, and this is pile 5. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to. And after selecting your piles, you guys can use the timestamps provided in the description box below to jump ahead to your reading to see what exactly is your greatest strength. So let's get started with your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what your greatest strength is. Wow, there's a lot of cards here. Okay, so we're starting off with the Empress. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. We have the Lovers. 8 of Wands in reverse. And we have the Star. Okay, pile 1. I am just like in awe of you guys at this point when I'm looking at these cards, especially the Star and the Lovers and the Empress. I just feel like they're like not just one major strength for you guys, but they're like multiple ones. The main thing that I'm getting is that you guys never lose hope. Like with the Star card, this is the card of hope. This is the card of never giving up, always seeing the silver lining in every situation, no matter how dark things get. Because no matter how dark it is around us, like it is only when it is the darkest around us, that is when we get to see the stars. And then we have the Star card coming up for you. So no matter how terrible things get for you, you guys never lose hope. You always see the positive in the negative. I don't know how you guys do it, but some people would even go as far as to blame you for being toxically positive. Is that even a word? But they would kind of accuse you of kind of indulging in toxic positivity where nothing is going your way or anybody else's way, but then despite that you guys still manage to look for the positive and kind of have a smile on your face, which is not an easy feat to accomplish, pile 1. It's not easy to smile through the pain, to smile in the dark times, especially when you're constantly waiting for the sun to come. I mean, in your life, not literally. You're waiting for the good times to start, and it's just not happening. And a lot of people would just give up or just cry and fall into depression and all of those things. But with you guys, it's just no matter how terrible you guys are feeling on the inside, you always have this way of telling yourself that it is going to be okay. I mean, we have the Empress here. Like, this card is full of abundance and creativity, but with when it comes to you guys, what I'm saying is that you guys are abundant in hope. You guys are abundantly positive. It's just I mean, we need people like you to kind of tell us that it's going to be okay. I mean, I feel like when your friends are down or somebody you love is not going through a good time, and they're like kind of upset and kind of really worried about how things are going to work out, or if they're even going to work out in the first place, you guys are the only ones who will tell them that it is okay. It is going to be okay. Like, you are the only one who will tell them that. Nobody else, no matter how crazy the situation is, no matter how hopeless the situation seems, and everybody will know that that it's hopeless. There's no point in having hope. Things are not gonna go our way. But with you guys will always come and tell that person that it is going to be okay, that things are going to work out, probably not the way you wanted, but it is going to work out. And guys, pile 1, I'm telling you now, we need people like you. We do. Sometimes it's just that one person coming and telling us that things are going to be okay, and that's all that matters. That is why, like I'm saying, you guys have that, and it is your greatest strength, because you not losing hope, you not losing that flame of hope that is constantly abundantly burning inside you, pile 1. That is what keeps you going. That is the thing that never stops you. That, for like this card, 8 of Wands being in reverse, I mean, it talks about slowing down, but it doesn't talk about things ending or things coming to an abrupt stop where nothing is moving at all. So despite when things start, like things has come to a standstill, like the world did, thanks to COVID, like the past 2 years, the world came to a standstill, right? But even in those times, and even in those dark times, you kept moving. It wasn't at the pace that you guys probably wanted, but you did not stop. You're like, no, I will do whatever it takes to make life work for me. I will do whatever it takes to keep moving forward in life, no matter how slow or how fast, doesn't matter. But I will keep moving forward. And that is because of your hope. That is because of you guys not giving up. Because when you have hope, you never give up. And I don't know how you guys do it, because it is a feat. It is an actual feat, pile one, to have hope and to keep moving forward with that hope, despite people coming and telling you, oh, it's not going to work out, you should give up, you should, do something else. But you're like, no, I will do it. And if there's somebody else, suppose a loved one, or even not even a loved one, but even a stranger, if you see that someone is kind of giving up on someone, you're not going to stand for this. You will stand up for those people who have no one. Like, literally, you will be their backbone. If somebody is kind of looking for support, I feel like you guys are the best people to come to support for, because you will always cheer the other person on. You are not going to just, be like, no, I'm only for myself. You're not that kind of a person, a pile one. You're always out there helping and supporting the crowd. And when the universe kind of sees you guys doing that, the universe kind of sends that support your way as well, in some way, shape or form or the other. But the universe is going to do that. The universe kind of sometimes come to support you on its own without having to send anybody. That is why sometimes you would have wondered that things are like going really bad and you still made it through. Yes, we all say, yes, good times pass, bad times pass, time always keeps moving, nothing remains the same. But despite that, you guys not giving up. Like, if you're in a bad situation, somebody else, not you, like somebody other than you, would probably be taking it in a really bad way. They'll be crying, they'll be kind of cursing the world, they'll be cursing themselves, their life, everything. But so there are like two ways of dealing with any situation. So one is like, you're cursing the entire world, you're cursing your existence, every good single thing, you're just focusing on the problems. But you guys are like, no, yes, there are problems, but you guys kind of focus on the good things. It's all about perspective at the end of the day, pile one, right? So your perspective is, you will choose to look at the stars rather than, while the other person will just look at the darkness and be like, oh, it's so dark, how are we going to navigate our way through this situation? But you are like, no, the stars are there to guide us. They're not as big as one would hope, but they're still there. So the light is still there. So that kind of thinking, that kind of a mindset is what keeps you going. It kind of keeps you from not giving up, despite how people treat you, despite people kind of knocking you down every chance they get, but you always get back up. There's always this support system that's love kind of a thing. Probably you have a lot of love for yourself, or if not, you just have a lot of love for other people who are there around you. That is why you're always ready to support. You're always the biggest cheerleader in the crowd, cheering everybody on and making their day, because that's how you guys are. You guys are abundant in love, you guys are abundant in creativity, you guys are abundant in hope. That's why this card of abundance is coming for you guys. I mean, look at this. She's holding on to wheat. This is wheat, right? Please tell me it's wheat. Looks like wheat, okay? And wheat is what, we make flour, right? And flour is like essential for bread, and bread is essential part of our diet, right? It's an essential part of our diet. So this is like that, you guys are essential to this world. You are the essential part of this world's diet. We need this hope that you guys carry. We need this hope that you guys are. Because it's not just that hope is your greatest strength. No, it's just that you are hope, pile one. And people need that hope. People need you guys in times of darkness. Because even though you might not be able to help someone financially, just telling somebody that things are going to be okay, just giving somebody a hug and telling them that it's okay, that brings more comfort than all the money in the world. I mean, yes, money helps. Not going to lie, money helps. But having that support, that emotional support, that is something that you guys are able to provide. And the only reason you guys are able to provide that, it is because you have it. That is your strength, so you are able to lend it to others. You know how they say that how can you help somebody when you are not even able to help yourself? And every time those quotes come that help yourself first before helping the other person. And that is how, the cycle works, that if your cup is empty, how can you fill up another's cup, right? So that's why I'm saying that you guys are abundant in hope. You guys are abundant in love. You guys do not discriminate. No matter what the person is, you will always treat them with love and kindness and acceptance, and would always cheer them on. It's just this Lovers card. I feel like this is you guys. You guys are love. You guys are love. You guys are hope. And you have it in so much abundance that it doesn't stop you from moving forward in life, and it doesn't stop you from helping others move forward in life, because I feel like you guys are surrounded by people who need confidence, who are lacking confidence, who are kind of stuck in life, and they're kind of on the verge of giving up. You guys are, I feel like you guys are surrounded by it, or you sometimes feel like as if you always attract those kind of people, but it is only because of your light, pile one. And nobody can measure that. Nobody can even come close to it. That is why, that is your greatest strength, because that hope, that holding on to hope, it just keeps pushing you forward. All right, so let's see what else we can get about your greatest strength. So we have the Queen of Cups. We have authentic and virtuous. Like I was saying, you guys embody this Queen of Cups energy where, you're nurturing, you're kind, you're just like this Empress card right here, because the Queen of Cups is like that. She will listen to you. She will, tell you that it's okay, and she will be your greatest support. Like her softness, her femininity, that is exactly like, you don't have to be macho and strong to be able to help someone. You can help just even by doing that little bit that you are capable of, and sometimes that goes a long way. And I feel like that's how you guys kind of are. Let's see what else we have. We have the Dawn of Wands. So this is like the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. We have the Dawn of Rings, which is the Page of Pentacles. I don't know if you guys, I need to put these aside. Oh, we have 6 cards for you. Okay. So we have, strength. I don't know how that happened. We have the Emperor. Oops. I'll put you here. And we have the Empress again. I'll just put her here. Okay, so yeah. I was supposed to pull out 5 cards, but apparently the 6th one came because the universe kind of wants to make it clear that you guys are abundant. And we have it right here, right over here. So guys, you guys are abundant. That is your strength. I don't know if you guys are abundant financially or not, but you have the power to be. And this hope, your ability to nurture, to nourish, to help people grow. Guys, if you have kids, pile one, if you have kids, or if you're responsible for some child in any way, shape, or form, that child or those kids, they are going to be the most successful people in this world. And it's all thanks to you. Really. They are gonna be the best. I'm telling you, they're gonna be the most powerful ones. They'll probably be the next Elon Musk or something. But they are going to be so incredibly successful because they will have the right amount of nurturing, the right way of nourishing, because they have this abundant parent figure in your form as you guys being their parents or their caretakers. You're the best. Honestly, you guys are the best. And the way you nurture people, the way you take care of someone, obviously that person's going to grow up to be so incredibly successful because they will grow up to be secure. They will grow up to know love, to know positivity, to know strength in the form that they're never supposed to give up. And it is all thanks to you. Really, you are the best. Everybody should kind of, have you guys raise their kids, because you guys are the best at raising them. Because the way you love, the way you kind of, help people and kind of give them that hope, that energy that you cannot give up, to never give up, to always have that courage, your courage. Look at this. We've got the word courage right here for you guys. Pile one. And then we have authentic, we have center, we have abundant. Guys, we have wisdom. Seriously? Yeah, your courage will just always keep you moving forward. Pile one. It's just wow. I'm just taking a moment and kind of absorbing this energy because I'm kind of, not able to wrap my head around it. So just give me a moment. I'll get back to this. All right. Okay. So then we have, Dawn of Rings, which is the Page of a Pentacle. So this really tells me that, like I was saying, with your strength, with your hope and your courage, you easily attract like new opportunities. Might not be like big, massive opportunities, but you are able to attract them nonetheless. Despite the problems going your way, despite things not working out the way you want them to work out sometimes, you still kind of attract those small opportunities because you have two pages right here. So, that's like small energy, young energy, youthful energy. That's why I'm saying that your opportunities that you attract, like this is like the darkness, you're surrounded by the darkness, but then you take that small opportunity and you turn it big. You will get this small ring and you'll turn it big, That's why I'm saying that, people will always end up being successful like in your energy, and you will always keep you will always end up surviving. I would say if this is a rat race, or if this is like the survival of the fittest, you guys are going to be the winners because you will always find a solution. You will always see the light in the dark, which will force you to move forward in life. You'll be like, no, I see that light. It is telling me to go there, so I will go there. You might not know what's there. You might not know what's awaiting you, but you have that faith in the universe. You have that trust in the universe that things are definitely going to be okay. And that's what keeps you moving forward. That is what, gives you not, it's just that you don't only have hope on the universe that things are going to be okay. You have that hope in yourself. You have that confidence in yourself, that courage that yes, however difficult things get, you will rise to the top. Like, look at this. She's rising to the top. She's rising. I mean, we have the lotus here. The lotus flower, it grows from the dirt. So the worst I feel like you guys have been through the worst. You guys have literally been through the worst and come out on top, being as beautiful and strong as you guys are. And sometimes difficulties in life, they harden people. They make people tough. They make them bitter and jaded. But with you guys, no matter how difficult things have gotten, you have maintained your softness. You have maintained that kindness, that hopeful attitude that you guys have. And that exactly what kind of draws people to you. They're inspired by you. Look at the sun thing here. People are just literally inspired by you, where they're like, I want to be like this. I want to be like Pile 1 because they never gave up and they've been through the worst. They came out on top, and I want to be just like them. So yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody who comes in contact with you just wants to grow up to be like you. They see you as their inspiration. They idealize you, and they know that if anybody can help them in life, it is you. That's why I feel like people don't leave you, no matter how many issues they have with you, but somewhere they also know, because at the end of the day, humans are selfish, right? So we will always hold on to a person as long as we need that person. So no matter how many issues we have with that person, if there is still something we need from that person, we will always hold on to that person. So I feel like with you guys, yes, it might be selfish of some people. Yeah, you can't really blame them because people are selfish at the end of the day, but people really hold on to you because they know that if things get tough, you'll be the one who will come and say that it's going to be okay. And wow, Pile 1, that's some energy. That is some massive energy. So let's see what else we have. Oh, okay, we have energy. With a boundless energy, you can accomplish more than you ever thought possible. Yeah, like I'm saying, your energy is what kind of, pushes you forward, and this energy is like fueled by hope. As long as you have hope, you have the energy, you have the motivation that things are going to be okay. It is only when you start losing that, you start losing hope, that is when there's no fuel for this energy. That's why then you feel lethargic. You don't feel like even getting out of bed. You just want to sleep all day. You start experiencing those things, and then you feel like, oh, what's the point of getting up when nothing's going to work out in my favor? So hope is literally fueling you guys at this point and helping you rise to the top. And then we have passion. We have passion here as well. Okay, so we have passion is an inner flame that will keep you striving towards your vision. Like I was saying, and it is only because of this passion that you guys, what happened to this? Okay, so it is only because of this passion that you guys are like, okay, no, I'll keep moving forward. Because sometimes when you're not really passionate about something, yeah, no matter how successful you are, you don't feel happy, and then you lose interest in doing that particular thing. And when you lose interest, you will lose the motivation, you will lose everything, and then things are just going to start going downhill. Like this card right here, it'll start going downhill for you guys because you no longer have that passion. So yeah, I feel like these two guys kind of go hand in hand with hope and passion, that you're like, no, I will keep doing because you have passion, so you choose to have hope, right? If you're not passionate about something, you don't care what happens. You're failing, or like, whatever, I don't even care. You wouldn't even care about having hope or holding on to hope, because you're like, I'm not even happy in this, so what's the point, right? So then we have a confidence. So confidence is having the belief in yourself to keep you going, and the self-assurance to get you there. So guys, yep, your confidence, your courage, you know exactly what you have been through. You know exactly how much you've suffered in life, and yet you've come out on top. That is why every time a new problem arises, you're like, I can handle it. I can handle it because I know I can. That is where you start to find the light in the dark. That is how you're able to see the silver lining. Not because you choose to be you choose to engage in toxic positivity, where you're just forcing yourself to be happy and showing the world that everything is all unicorns and rainbows for you. No, it is at that confidence and that belief in yourself that yes, you can do it, you can handle whatever problem life throws at you. That's what makes you so special. That is what makes you so strong and such a badass. All right, so this is all I have for you guys, pile one. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment down below to let me know if this message resonated, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's see what your greatest strength is. We have 2 of Cups. We have 4 of Swords. We have Knight of Pentacles. Temperance. And that Death. Okay. Pile 2. Wow. Okay. First things first, pile 2, the main thing that I'm getting as your greatest strength is that you guys are not afraid of transformation. When transformation comes in anybody's life, yeah, it's not an easy one. Evolution is not easy. Transformation is not easy. People go through the worst when they're transforming. But with you guys, I feel like you guys are fearless. You guys are actually fearless. And when it comes to your patience, pile 2, there is no comparison. Nobody can be as patient as you. That is why you guys are not afraid of transformation. You are like, you deal with everything in such a calm and patient manner. Your world will be falling apart, but you will be so calm that it's scary. That it's actually scary. People are like, does nothing faze you? Does nothing, like, people do their best to get a reaction out of you. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they will cause trouble in your life just to rile you up, just to piss you off, just to see some sort of a reaction, just to get some sort of a reaction out of you. And you are like, you frustrate them to the point that you don't even give it to them. You're like all calm and collected, and you're just going about your business. You're like, okay, somewhere, even if you guys know at some point that they're doing this just to get a reaction out of you, you would do your best not to give it to them, because that's how you guys are. Your patience is like endless. Like, I'm not even kidding. Your patience is endless. We have the 4 of Swords. Now, 4 of Swords, it's like, when kind of life forces you to take a break. When life is like, you need to rest. And you're like, okay, life will come to a standstill for you and for the other, like any other person instead of you. Like, if roles were reversed and there was somebody else in your place, they will be panicking. They will be pissed off. They'll be frustrated with life. They'll be like, no, what is this? What is this nonsense? I did not sign up for this. I'm not cut out for this, They would be not okay at this point if their life comes to a standstill. But with you guys, you're like, okay, fine. It's okay. You guys are so cool. Like, like how cool water is. You're like so calm and cool that I'm just like, oh my God. I feel like you piss a lot of people off because you're just so calm and you're just so collected. And people will be panicking all around you, like there will be a storm and chaos all around you, but you will be so calm and patient because you're like, it's okay, things are gonna be fine, it's okay. I'll just deal with this. Even if you don't feel like things are going to be fine, pile 2, you're still like, okay, you deal with everything so patiently and so calmly that this is your greatest strength. It just turns into a superpower, because when your mind remains calm, it's like, you're able to always come up with the best ideas, the best solutions. That's what makes you a deadly person, because your calm mind will always give you the better solution, the better option to choose the better answer to any question that there is, because you have all the time to get to the right answer. You're not panicking. You're not, making hasty decisions. You're taking your time. I feel like you might have you people might have some strong Saturn placements in your chart. Let me know if that is true, because that kind of really helps you, level down, keep a level head, not panic, and, take things at your pace, go with the flow. And then we have, like I was saying, we have death here. So you guys are not afraid of transformation, and you guys are not afraid of transforming others either, because, and when any transformation is coming in your life, and I feel like that has happened a lot to you guys have been through massive transformations, not just once, not twice, but multiple times throughout this course of your life so far. And it has kind of probably initially you guys were scared when you guys were young, when things were literally turning a full 360 degrees, when you could feel yourself changing. Initially you might have been scared, but as time has gone on, you guys have kind of accepted it, that okay, this is how your life is. Transformations come in your life after a few years or something, and that is why it has made you so fearless. It has desensitized you to the point where you just happily accept it. You're like, okay, change is coming, I'm ready for it. And that's why your patience has grown. It has become so strong that it's now practically your superpower. Like the fact that you have that patience, like patience is a virtue. It is actually a virtue, because it's hard to kind of practice patience. It's hard to, just trust the universe and trust that divine timing, that things are going to fall into place. It is hard. It is incredibly hard, people. That's why, it's a virtue. So with you guys, I feel like you possess that virtue. You guys are abundant in that virtue. Like, look at this, you have it in such huge quantities that you are able to go around filling other people's cups with it, or, just filling your own other cups with it. That's how much you have it. Like if you have a partner, you will be teaching that partner how to be a patient. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles, which also talks about patience, because this Knight is slow, so every time a new opportunity comes your way, it takes time. Things don't just happen for you, they take time to come. That is why, you guys have mastered the art of being patient. That is why it is your greatest strength, because as long as you're patient, as long as you know that yes, divine timing is there, it's working. That is why, you guys are able to remain calm in any given situation, because you're like, no, things are going to work out when they're supposed to work out. Not before, not after. It will happen at the exact timing, and it's going to be right, because you have that much trust in the universe. Probably the universe has kind of, tested you so much that now you feel like as if you have no choice but to trust the universe in every single aspect of your life. But it's not just that, probably you were just born with patience. And if you were born like that, like all patient and calm, people might even think or even tell you that you are an old soul, or you guys are like really wise. And, it's like, you've been through like 100 lifetimes or something. And that's why you guys are able to practice patience while others are just panicking and making one wrong decision after the other. And probably that is why, pile 2, you guys are really good at making decisions, because you like I was saying, you don't make decisions on an impulse. You won't even buy a single dress on an impulse. Because you're just like, no, I will think about it, and if I still want it, I'll come back and get it. Because probably you made a whole lot of wrong decisions in your life, or probably you're just born this way, that you're just really patient. And that's like, wow. And I feel like with your partner, if you guys are in a relationship with your partner, you guys are extremely patient as well, and that's what makes them love you so much, and they really appreciate that about you, pile 2. They might not tell you that out openly, that I appreciate how patient you are with me, but they really appreciate how patient you are, just how accepting you are of them, and the way you love them, the way you take care of them. You deal with their BS all the time, their issues, their baggage, but you don't give up on them, because like I was saying, your patience is your superpower. It's actually a superpower. So it makes them feel really loved, and they're able to feel really secure while they're with you. That's why we also have this Four of Swords. Look how both of these are sleeping peacefully, without having to worry about the other person, and that's how your partner feels with you. So if you are kind of wondering that, does my partner even appreciates me? Pile 2, they appreciate you more than you could ever imagine, because only they know the kind of baggage and issues they come with, and you being you and able to accept all of that and love them despite it. I mean, they feel incredibly lucky to be with you, to be honest, pile 2. They feel incredibly lucky. They know that nobody else would ever love them the way you love them. And that is why your bond is just so strong. And even if there's an argument that ever happens between you guys are able to resolve it really quickly because of just how patient and calm you are. You wouldn't just, jump to conclusions. You're not that kind of a person. You will be like, okay, you'll probably want to give the benefit of the doubt and have your partner kind of explain things to you if that's how it is. And if you have any, doubt, you're more than okay with asking your partner about it, rather than, misunderstanding and assuming things and, jumping to conclusion, and then which is obviously going to result in a fight. So let's see what else we have for you, pile 2. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords. Okay, I'll put this here. I hope you guys don't mind. Okay, we have Three of Cups. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have Three of Pentacles in reverse, which is the Three of Coins or Pentacles. And then we have Temperance again. Okay. All right. Okay. So Temperance again. This is like, the universe telling you and emphasizing the fact just how patient you guys are. You guys are all about moderation and equilibrium. You guys don't do anything, in the extreme. You guys are very calm, and you're like, nope. Too much of one thing is never a good thing. So, you always do your best to make sure that things are okay. I mean, yes, some people might even just get so frustrated that you're so calm and collected all the time. But, instead of being keeping all that patience to yourself, pile 2, you kind of, end up giving it to other people as well. You kind of end up, that's why your partner feels so happy, and they're learning to be patient just like you are, because you're teaching them that. Probably if you have kids, they'll be like, you'll teach them patience, because kids are not patient. When they want something right now. So, but you will teach them that, not in an extreme way where you are like, no, I will not get you something, unless you are like this many years old or something. You're not that extreme. Like I'm saying, you're moderation over here. So, but you will still teach them patience in the best way that you possibly can. Not in an extreme way where, you're just kind of strengthening their super ego. But more like in a very balanced way where like, okay, you have to wait your turn, you have to ask for permission, all those kind of things. So yeah, you're raising your kids in the right way, pile 2. So if you had any doubts on that, you don't need to have any doubts, all right? You're the best ones out there, okay? And then we have a compassion. We have the Three of Cups here. And so when it comes to your social circle, yeah. And I feel like with this card, Six of Swords, we have death. We're talking about transformations here. And then this is also like resolution and moving on. So this card also talks about, moving on from a very difficult place to a better place in life, or in a better place in this world. And this is your thing, when transformation comes to you guys, it's difficult. It is. But you have that, because Six of Swords in the normal deck, normal Rider-Waite deck, it shows that, there are people sitting on a boat, and they're just, slowly going to a better place in life, right? So this really tells me that that's how you guys are, that when things are terrible for you, you are like, okay, fine, things are bad, but that's okay. This is not gonna last forever. This is not a permanent thing. So you calmly kind of allow, you go with the flow of life, because we have water. And then water is all about, water flows at its own pace. It can be fast or it can be slow depending on where it is, what the conditions are. So, but no matter what the flow of life is, you go along with it, because you know that something new is coming, and you are more than happy to accept that change. You guys are, excuse me, you guys are like, you do not fear change, and that is, wow, that is power. Pile 2, that's a power the likes of which you guys can't even imagine. That's how powerful it is, because people are afraid of change. They're literally afraid of being uprooted, of moving to another place, of starting all over again. But I feel like either life has kind of brought you to this point where you guys have just accepted the fact that yes, this is the pattern of your life, where every few years you will have to start again. Or probably you were just, like I was saying, you were like born that way, where you guys have no problem starting again. You guys have no problem moving on, and starting again. So that's why sometimes people even kind of blame you for being cold and for being very unsupportive, because you have moved on. You move on from people who don't appreciate you, or who don't love you, or who don't help you out when you need them, who abandon you. So when you abandon them, when you move on from them, they have a problem. They'll accuse you of being disloyal. They'll accuse you of not staying with one person or one group of people for like a long time. So and they'll accuse you of not kind of wanting stability, all of those things, but only you know why you left them. When people leave you, they don't even give you a second thought. They don't even bother to give you an explanation at times. But when you leave them, all of a sudden they have a problem with it. All of a sudden you're the bad guy, when all you're doing is moving on and accepting the change that is coming in your life and accepting new people in your life. But the old ones, they have a problem, but then when they leave you, it's all okay. And then they make you out to be the bad guy, because obviously they want to justify why they left you, right? And half the time I feel like they don't even have a proper justification, so they kind of make up stuff about you. They start spreading rumors about you, and telling everybody how you are just not the right person. But when you do it to them, they just can't handle it. They just can't handle it. And they would even come at you and kind of, make you question yourself, like I was saying, if they kind of accuse you of being disloyal, of not being true to anyone. So it might just impact you as well. But I feel like with life, you've kind of stopped giving a shit about that. You're just like, I don't care, right? And you are just like, okay, fine. You are just living your own life. And that's the best thing you guys can do, Pile 2, rather than just waiting for people to, or just trying to get validation and justification out of people when they're not even gonna give it to you. So you're like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna live my life. I will accept change as it comes, and I'm gonna be patient through the whole ordeal, because I feel like you've been through a whole lot of stuff. That is why your patience has strengthened. That is your greatest muscle, and that's what keeps you going. Where other people would fall, you rise up because of your patience, because you're like, it's okay, I am hurt right now, I am bleeding, I'm hurting, and that's okay. I will wait for my wounds to heal, and then I'll get back up. That's the kind of patience you have, and that's why you keep coming back. I feel like that's that resurrection thing that's happening here. You keep coming back. And if your enemies think that they can knock you down or they can get rid of you, news flash to them, they can't. Because they can knock you down once, you'll get back up again. They'll knock you down twice, again you'll get back up. You will wait for the wounds to heal. You will wait for the damage to kind of scab over. You'll get back up and then come back. That's how you guys are, Pile 2. And I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Please teach me some patience as well. I would love to learn from you guys, all right? But let's see what else we have. Okay, so we have simplicity. So we have simplifying your life will bring you a sense of clarity and renewal. Obviously, when you are patient with things, and when you don't give up on people, obviously then you really don't have the time or place or even the capacity to kind of, bring other people or kind of fill your life up with too many things, because you're just like, no, I feel like your patience and your calm and collected demeanor has kind of, made you like a very simplistic person, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. Probably some of you guys are into minimalism. You guys love living that minimalistic lifestyle. And yeah, that's why you're always so clear. That is why you're so calm and patient all the time. And that's why you're able to get the best ideas, because even your mind doesn't have a whole lot of nonsense to go through, doesn't have a lot of trash to go through. If you move on from the person, from any negative thing, pile 2, you finish it, you end it. It doesn't exist in your mind or in your heart or anywhere in your soul anymore. So when you move on for good. That is it. Then you won't even give that person or that situation a second thought. And that's how you're able to navigate your life so well, and in such a way of clarity and precision, because you only have the necessary stuff in your mind, nothing else. Ooh, and then we have communication. The sharing of insight and ideas are embodied through the art of communication. So the way you communicate with people, like I was saying, you are so incredibly patient with your person, with your kids, that you know exactly what to say to, impart that patience onto them. And also the fact that, you are so patient with them that it just helps them out so much more than you could have ever imagined. Pile 2, like I was saying, so if you wonder if your kids or your partner appreciates you, they appreciate you more than you could ever imagine. Because even when it comes to kids, some parents, they do not tolerate anything. They won't tolerate the slightest of mistakes, nothing like that. But with you guys are so patient and so loving and accepting that I feel like every time your kids are in a problem, they will happily call you. Like, they're not going to be scared to call you for help. They'll be like, my mom or my dad can fix this. I will call them immediately. You will always be their first go-to person, because they know that no matter what, you're the best person. Because some kids are like afraid of calling their parents for help. They know that they're going to be in major trouble. So even if your kid knows that they're going to be in trouble, but they'll know that it's okay. It's going to be okay, that you will still love them. You will still accept them. And and then we have strength. Strength is born from the will of the heart. Wow. And I just feel like, obviously, with the will of the heart, when you are patient, so that is, you maintain that sheer will. You're like, no, things are going to get better. It's that will, and probably you end up manifesting that as well. You end up manifesting all the good things for yourself as well, pile 2. So, wow, you guys are so incredibly strong. Wow. Yeah. All right. So this is all I have for you guys, pile 2. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Comment down below to let me know if this message resonated. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what your greatest strength is. Oops. Okay, we have the sun here. We have the 10 of Swords and the sun. We have 3 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and we have the Priestess, the High Priestess. Okay, pile 3. So with you guys, I feel like, every time life knocks you down, every time, and it has knocked you down quite a bit, and it's never like the nice, soft knocking down. It's the hard kind, it's the brutal kind. People have stabbed you in the back. People have done the worst they can to you guys. Life has done the worst it can to you guys, possibly the worst, and yet you still come back. That is your greatest strength. It's like you keep coming back. And you keep getting back up. No matter how much you're bleeding, no matter how much you're hurting, you always get back up and you rise like this. I feel like this is a sun card, but I'm getting Phoenix vibes, rising from the ashes and all of those things. That is your greatest strength here. You always rise from the ashes. You burn, not literally, okay, not literally, you die, but you always get back up. And people might even just, call you, like, they might refer you or accuse you of being a cat, because cats have 9 lives, and every time they think that you're not going to come back, you always come back. literally, figuratively, because literally it's like, your health is like that you've been through quite a difficult time in terms of your health, but you have always managed to recover, you have always managed to come back. So if that doesn't resonate like in terms of your health, but in terms of life, you've literally felt as if, at times you've literally felt that this is the end, because that's how situations have kind of turned out for you guys. That's how circumstances have been for you guys, where you were like, this is it, my life will never amount to anything, I'll never get my success, I'll never get anything, it's over, I'll just, whatever days, years, however many I'm left with, I should just, go with it. So that kind of situation is like, even if that kind of situation has come where you've been like, it's over, that's it, despite that, you've managed to rise to the top, you've managed to come back, be it through the support of people, or just be it through the support of the universe, and you being your own source of support, you have managed to come to the top. And we have the King of Pentacles. This king has like everything. So right now, if you are in a good place in life, pile 3, it is only because of your sheer determination, your sheer willpower that you are where you are at this point, not because of anybody else. I feel like people have betrayed you, your close ones have left you, they have betrayed you, they have cast you out. And yeah, you've seen a lot, you've been through a lot, you've experienced a lot in life, a pile 3, and I'm really sorry that you had to go through such awful circumstances, but you have come back stronger than ever before. And as much as I keep saying this is a Sun card, I feel like this is like the Phoenix card. This should be changed to a Phoenix at this point for you guys, because that's how it is for you guys. You guys are the Phoenix. You always get back up, always get resurrected, always, rise from the ashes once again. Yes, you burn a lot. You burn, you suffer. And it feels like, that's it for you. But then that point when you start thinking that this is it, this is over, that is when, you get that new life, you get that resurrection, you rise up once again. And yeah, and when you rise up, that's it. Once you, like, I feel like the world or the universe literally waits for you to get back up, and then you come in and conquer everything, because we have the King of Pentacles here, and then we have the Priestess here. Now these King of Pentacles, obviously being a king, what's a king? King is a conqueror. He conquers lands, people love him, he even conquers people, as you would say. And then with the High Priestess here, this card talks about having knowledge of not just of this world, but having the knowledge of all that is unseen. So like I was saying, you guys have seen things that people haven't. Probably you've had some supernatural experiences as well, some near-death experiences as well. That is why you have knowledge what the other people don't have. And that knowledge gets to be your greatest power. That knowledge, yeah, you know things that other people will never know in their life. Never know in their lives, because that knowledge is just hidden. It is hidden, and only a few selected people are able to have access to it. And you are one of those, pile 3. That is why I'm saying not just your ability to rise back up, but this knowledge that you have, this knowledge of the cosmos, the spirit world, the dark, the hidden. That is your greatest strength as well, because knowledge is power. Knowledge is power to the point where you guys can conquer world. And this card is right next to this King of Pentacles. So yeah, your knowledge is what makes you rise to the top. Your knowledge is what kind of gets people to come to you and to get favors out of you. People take a lot of favors out of you, I feel like. You are always their support system. People will not support you when you need them, but they always expect support from you. I don't know what kind of a weird, a transaction it is, where people don't support you, but then when they're in trouble, you are the first person they come to. Be it in any situation, be it like if they want financial help, they want emotional help, they will always come to you first. And when you're in trouble, yeah, all of a sudden they're nowhere to be found. I don't like such people. Pile 3, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that. I mean, you guys deserve support as much as you give. So, and when you don't get it, yeah, you always end up with this situation, but you have learned to rely upon yourself. Not only that, I mean, obviously we cannot ignore this kid over here, right? So not only have you learned to rely upon yourself, you always provide the greatest support to children. I don't know how you do it, but when it comes to children kind of see you as their greatest support, not even their own parents. They will come every time you're around them, they will come and tell you their problem, they will tell you their issues, and you're going to be solving them. I feel like you'll make the perfect godparent if that's, possible. But if you yourself have kids, then yeah, you will protect them at all costs. You will be more than happy to suffer for them on their behalf. You're like, okay, punish me, don't punish my kid. I'll do whatever I have to, but I will protect my kid. So you guys are going to protect them. You will support them through thick and thin. You will never give up on them. And yeah, I don't know if your kids know this or not, Pile 3, but they're so incredibly lucky to have you, for you guys to be their parents and nobody else. But because, yeah, the kind of support you guys can provide for them. And the King of Pentacles, he's like, the kind of king who has everything, who doesn't need anything else, who's done the part. Like, this is the king who's kind of retired and, retiring off rich. They have a sufficient retirement fund and everything, so they don't need to do anything. So that's the kind of energy there is. So even if and when it comes to your kids, when it comes to your family, you will make sure they have everything. Even after you retire or something, you will still make sure that they are secure. Like, that's how amazing you guys are, Pile 3. And yeah, and it is only because of the knowledge that you have and your ability to get back up again and again that kind of makes you so powerful at this point. And not just at this point, at any point in life. But I'm just doing a reading right now, so I said at this point. But yeah, no matter what happens, the reason you're able to come this far in life, it is because of your own sheer will. If somebody else comes and tells you, oh, you have been successful because, and you got out of this problem because of me, tell them to shut up. Okay, just you have every right to tell them to shut up, because it is through your own willpower that you have managed to rise up again after being knocked down by life, because life has not been very nice to you. People have not been very nice to you. So that's why, like I'm saying, if they come and tell you, oh, we helped you out through this and this, tell them to, no, thank you. I know, I know who's responsible for my safety and my rescue, and that's me. So you have every right to take all the credit, Pile 3, all right? So let's see what else we have for you. We have 4 of Cups. We have the Star in reverse. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, which is the 9 of Rings in reverse. We have Queen of Swords. And we have 10 of Cups. Woohoo! Abundance. I feel like this is you guys. Okay, so yeah, these 3 cards right here, the Star being in reverse, 4 of Cups, and then we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Yep, life has not been very nice to you. I feel like you've seen days where it was so difficult for you guys to even, think that where your next meal is going to come from. You've seen the worst of life, and yet you've come out strong. You turn that pain into your power, Pile 3. This is Queen of Swords. This is your card. I feel like if I have to summarize your entire reading in one card, it will be this Queen of Swords, because that's how you guys have been. You guys have taken your power and you've turned that into your weapon. That's why now, anytime things happen, things go downhill for you guys, you're like, it's okay, fine. I'll just have another weapon at my arsenal. That's how positive you guys have become. I feel like you have been through a mind shift after mind shift, where, probably you guys would have thought like every other person thinks at this point, but thanks to life and life not being very nice to you, you've had that change in perspective where you're like, I'll just turn my pain into my power. I will turn that pain into my greatest strength. So every time things have gone downhill for you, every time you've encountered pain or trauma of any kind, yes, you've taken your time to deal with it, but you have taken that experience and turned it into a weapon. So I probably feel like when it comes to like if figuratively, like if we lived in a world where, you know, people kind of turned their pain into their weapon and they had like a whole room filled with weapons, yours will be the most impressive one because you will have all sorts of weapons that you guys can use to get to the top. And I feel like that pain, whatever your experiences were, pile 3, and the way you've managed to kind of overcome them, overcome the adversity that life has kind of thrown at you again and again and again, because it's not just one time that things have been bad for you. One after the other, things have been bad for you. And yet, despite that, you have come out on top and you have been successful. You have managed to make everything happen for yourself. You literally made life happen for yourself. Not that, you know, some people say, oh, we are nothing, that life happens to us and we're not able to, you know, we are not in control of our lives. You're like, sure, at times life takes over and messes us up, but at the end, if we want to be in a better place, it's only up to us. And you've done that pile 3, because we have the 10 of cups. So like I was saying, when it comes to, probably you've done it for your family, or even if you don't have a family, you did it for yourself or for your own goals and your dreams, but you did it. You didn't want your kids to go hungry, probably you didn't want your partner to suffer, and that's why you worked hard, you forced yourself to get back up, but you did. You cannot ignore that. You cannot think that, oh, I didn't do anything for them and it's because of me they suffered. No, it is because of you that they didn't suffer. You suffered just so they wouldn't. That's how selfless and powerful you guys are, that you're willing to sacrifice your own life for those you love. Guys, that takes courage, okay? So don't ever kind of belittle yourself or don't kind of discredit yourself when somebody comes and kind of tries to take credit from you guys by saying, oh, you didn't do anything and that it's because of their support that you were able to, you know, come out of the situation. No. No, if you weren't willing to do it, pile 3, the whole world could have come to your help to help you, and they wouldn't have been able to do anything. It is only because you accepted that help, you allowed them to help you. That is how, you know, they were able to help. You took that help. Taking help is brave. You know, taking help is not everybody's business. Some people would never ask for help. Like, they'll die, but they'll never ask for help. And even if you didn't outwardly ask for help, people just offered their help to you, but you took it. At the end of the day, you made that choice. You kind of you know, separated yourself from your ego and accepted that help, be it for your kids, be it for yourself, but you did it. And you guys, please don't ever think that you guys are weak because you had help, or you guys are not brave enough, you guys are not strong enough to do anything on your own. You guys are stronger than you think, pile 3. You guys are incredibly strong, and I don't know how in what words to kind of tell you that and emphasize that fact, just how strong you guys are. Because despite these circumstances, like, look at this, you were struggling financially, you were drowning in despair. I mean, this girl kind of feels like he's drowning, okay? Because yeah, like this way it feels like he's drowning. So you guys were, you know, in the pit of despair. It was so incredibly dark in your life. You always had to wonder. You always woke up wondering, should I even get back up? What's the point? You know, you guys were at such a low point, but you got up. Like, whatever, every time the universe will send some blessing your way, it will probably end up not being a blessing, because sometimes the universe does that, you know, and that's why you kind of became jaded. You're like, the universe, there's always a catch with the universe. But despite that you did not give hope. You continue to have that patience and you continue turning your pain into your strength. That is why you're at this 10 of Cups situation right now. Or if not right now, you will be at this 10 of Cups situation, because you will not give up. You will get back up. You will wipe your own tears. If you don't have anyone, if all you have is yourself, you will wipe your own tears and you will get back up. And then you will literally conquer everything. Pile 3. You guys are conquerors and you guys need to accept that, okay? I don't know how else to tell you, but I'm telling you right now. Because that your greatest strength, your knowledge, your power to your phoenix abilities, where you rise from the ashes again and again. That is what is going to make you keep coming back and have you rising to the top, because you learn from your experiences rather than just curse the world. You know, you're like, okay, I made a mistake. I'll learn from it. This is what I did wrong. And now you will take that knowledge and you will move ahead in life. And that's why you never make the same mistake twice. You probably have noticed that of yourself as well, that you never make the same mistake twice. Every time things happen, even if the same situation comes, you know that, okay, last time I did this time I'll do it differently. So even if you end up failing again, but now you know, okay, this also didn't work out, so next time I'll do it differently. You know, that's how you do. So you never make the same mistake twice. And yeah, you guys, that is your superpower. Pile 3, all right? So let's see what else we have for you. Oh, we have love. Love is the base essence of our being, devoid of all pride and fear. That's what I was saying. You're willing to let go of your pride and your fear for your loved ones, and you do it. That is why if people come and offer their help, you take it, not because, you're weak. You take it because you know that you won't let anybody else suffer on your behalf. So you will take that help for your loved ones, or even if you don't have, loved ones like as such, but then you love yourself enough to know, okay, I need help, and you take it. So that doesn't make you weak. So don't for 1 second think that you're weak for asking somebody for help or for accepting somebody's help, okay? Then we have a clarity. A mind of clarity is a mind of action. So when I was saying that you always rise to the top when you rise once again, whenever the phoenix rises from the ashes, it's like a rebirth. And a rebirth is like, a blank slate. That's why they often call babies as blank slates, like their minds are blank. You guys can fill it with anything. So whenever this situation comes, whenever such a transformation comes in your life where you've been through the worst and now you're getting back up. So every time you get back up, your mind is clear. Because you know, okay, this is the pain I've dealt with. You deal with your pain and then your mind is clear. That is how you're able to move forward and become so successful with the king and the priestess and all of those things. And obviously, once your mind is clear, once you have dealt with the pain, you know exactly what to do and what not to do. And that's where, this whole card is coming up for you. And then we have change. Expand your flexibility for change and you'll enjoy the vitality of life ahead. That's the thing, you've been through so much that now every time something happens, any form of change that comes in your life, you happily accept it. You're like, okay, it's just another time for me to rise again. That's okay. You've happily accepted that there's been that shift in perspective where you've started to look things in a more positive perspective rather than saying, oh, things are ending for me. You would say things are beginning for me, That's how it is. You know that you are leveling up instead of that, life is over for me. Things are never going to be the same again. Yes, things are never going to be the same for you again because things are going to be better now. You are successfully leveling up and I feel like you guys level up faster than anybody else out there, all right? So this is all I have for you guys, Pile 3. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment down below to let me know if this message resonated, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what your greatest strength is. So we have the 3 of Cups. We have 9 of Swords in reverse. We have Knight of Swords in reverse. We have 3 of Wands. And we have Knave of Wands, okay, which is the Page of Wands, okay? So, Pile 4. All right, so your greatest strength, I feel like, is your passion. There is this fire inside of you that is not common in people. Like, this fire is what keeps you going. And this fire, I feel like, is what attracts people to you. I feel like there are a lot of people who just love being around you. Everybody knows where you are at times because, people just keep an eye on you. And I feel like probably you have your own version of paparazzi where people are just like like waiting for some kind of a news on your life or on your whereabouts. Some of you guys might even feel like as if, you're being stalked, not just by some crazy creepy person, but by even your own friends, because they are always there keeping an eye on you. And it's just it is because of this fire that is there, and this fire is what kind of fuels you into moving forward. You guys are always moving forward in life. You guys are like never stuck. Sometimes it happens slowly, but sometimes it happens like really fast, because let's not forget, this is the card of progress. So you're always progressing in life. There's always that fire that probably you guys are like fire signs, or there's a whole lot of fire in your natal chart. And so you guys are always on the go. You have so much energy, so much determination, and so much motivation, so much passion, that it's just nothing can phase you. And if things are not going your way, you don't let that kind of extinguish the fire that's inside of you. If you're really passionate about something, pile 4, come hell or high waters, you will make it happen. People can object all they want. They can try and throw up all sorts of obstacles your way, but you will always manage to push that aside, or literally turn it into ash, because we have the fire cards coming up for you. So if anybody even thinks about standing in your way, yeah, good luck to them. I'm seriously going to wish them good luck, because you will not hesitate to turn them to ash. So people really need to be careful about going against you. They should really be careful, because you will destroy them if you can. If it's really possible for you guys to do it, you will do it. If somebody really pisses you off, yeah, I do not want to be in that person's place. I do not want to, know what that person will go through. And that's your superpower, that fire inside you. Do not ever let that fire go out, pile 4. Because fire is progress. Fire is creation. Fire is rebirth. Fire is protection. It's warmth. It's comfort. And it's also destruction. when fire gets out of control, it's destruction. It's burning. It's ash. Not the good things, but obviously it's like the extreme of fire that's not good. But as long as fire is controlled, it remains in a very protective environment. It's in a very safe environment. It's the best element to have around, because without fire there's nothing, right? You need warmth. No matter how much people love winter and the snow and the cold, you need warmth in your life. Every time, like even when it comes to people, you need people who are warm around you. Cold people, not the nicest. We don't feel happy when we are around cold people. We only feel happy when we are around warm people. We feel safe and secure around the people who are warm, who whenever they hug us, we feel warmth, and love and all of that stuff. So you guys are incredibly intense, I would say, and this fire is what really gets you going. This fire, and with the 9 of Swords being in reverse, this tells me that normally if this card is upright, it talks about how you guys are not able to sleep because you guys are stressed, you guys are going through a lot. You're probably having nightmares or something like that, which is kind of keeping you awake. But with this card being reversed, what this tells me is that if you guys have sleeping issues, or if you guys kind of, I don't think that you have sleeping issues like in the traditional sense, where you guys are, you have insomnia or something like that. But it's just that your mind is so creative, like it's coming up with all sorts of ideas, like it never shuts up about ideas. So I feel like you guys have notebooks after notebooks filled with all sorts of ideas. Whether you work on those ideas or not, it's up to you, but your mind doesn't stop from coming up or from generating new ideas. It's a massive generator of new ideas, of new concepts, of innovative techniques, of new inventions that this world has never seen. And I feel like that's why if you guys have trouble sleeping, you guys probably sleep really late at night, because your mind just doesn't shut up. And it's the good kind of not shutting up, not the bad kind. It's the good kind where it's coming up with all sorts of ideas, giving you all sorts of things. So even if you guys try to work, if you have a small business or something, you know that without your mind, you wouldn't have gotten that idea. It's not like sometimes people give us ideas. Sometimes we get ideas from other inspiration. But with you guys, pile 4, it's like your mind is what gives you ideas. Your mind always comes up with some crazy idea which other people might even deem impossible. They'll be like, this can never happen. How can you even think about making it happen? But you guys, Pile 4, you actually make it happen. And that is like, wow. This fire and your mind, your soul and your mind, guys, those are your greatest strengths. Because without that, because soul is fire, and without that, without the passion, without the determination, the motivation, it doesn't matter. The mind can give you all the ideas it can, but without that motivation, that sheer willpower to make things happen, you guys are not able to do anything, right? People cannot do anything as long if they don't have the will to do it. And that is where you guys come in. That's why things happen really quickly for you. You progress really fast because you're like, okay, your mind has given you this idea that, okay, this is what you can do. So what you guys are going to do, you're like, okay, I like this. I want to do this. You will start taking action towards that. Then if people come and be like, no, you cannot do this, you shouldn't do this for whatever reason that they have, you're like, shut up, stop talking, I'm going to do it. So even if they try to physically stop you in any way, you will not let it happen. You will keep progressing. Progress is destined for you guys because you will always have the willpower to progress. You will always have the energy to move forward in life. You will not like to be, to be stuck, or you hate it if people try to kind of restrict you. They kind of try and kind of control you. You hate that. You hate that, Pile 4, because you're always moving. You are the kind of person to keep moving in life. And that you should keep moving, okay? Don't let anybody stop you. I'm telling you now. Don't let anybody stop you. People will do that, and only take the people who, associate with the people who genuinely want the best for you, because we have all sorts of people in life, right? Not everybody wants the best for us. And sometimes those people who kind of, pretend to be our best friends, they're the ones who are the ones trying to stop us from progressing. So if you kind of encounter somebody like that, because when you're clearly passionate about something, when you're clearly happy about doing something, your best friend, they should be happy as well, right? And they should be cheering you on rather than telling you, oh, don't do this, don't do it like that. Sure, they can give you that advice, but they shouldn't stop you from, doing what it is that you love to do. So if people are doing that, take that as a sign that they don't want you to progress. And that is when you know that you need to cut yourself off from them and move on. Because that is for you guys, you guys are not one to remain stuck in one place. And I feel like you guys travel a lot with this card right here. And then we have these wings coming up, though this is the Knave, but you are, every time, it's like sometimes the opportunity doesn't even have to come your way. You'll just create it. Your mind will just give you that idea. And, next thing you know, you are like, okay, this is how I'm going to move forward. So every time you're in such circumstances where things are not working out, where whatever it is that you're doing currently is no longer working out, or is no longer able to sustain you or help you out like it used to do, whereas people will be confused as to what to do next, you will be like, okay, you will always have an idea what to do next. So you always have like a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, all the way till plan Z. You always have like 10 plans, 10, 20 plans if things don't work out. You always have your options ready, Pile 4, and that is admirable. That's a very attractive quality to have. I don't know how, but that strength of yours, it's incredible. And then we have a Metamorphosis, which is death for you guys. We have the King of Wands. This is the king, right? Yeah, the King of Wands in reverse. We have the Fool, Four of Wands, whoa, and Three of Cups again. Whoa. Oh, sorry. This is the Five of Cups. My bad. Sorry. Okay. So Pile 4. Like I was saying, with the Fool card, you guys are like, fearless. That's what I'm saying. You guys are never afraid to move forward in life. You are like, okay, you're never afraid to try new things. And that is something that makes you really incredibly powerful, because the more you experience, the more you learn, and the more you grow, the more powerful you get. So with the Fool being your energy at this point, and you love your freedom, you love going around, you do not like it if people try to control you or tell you what to do. Yeah, those people should really be careful around you, because if they go overboard, you'll throw them overboard. You'll throw them overboard. You really will, because you're like, you do not get to control me. You do not get to control my life. So yeah, your this energy that you embody of the Fool, and you are more than ready to. Some people might even say you live on the edge. Some people might go as far as to call you the daredevil, because you always want to experience new things. And oftentimes with the Metamorphosis card, those new things that you experience, they help you transform. They bring about that transformation in your life, and you're not even afraid of it. You're not afraid of it, Pile 4. That is wow. You guys have big energy, massive energy, that no matter what normally would scare people, it just exhilarates you. It thrills you. That's why people call you the daredevil. They are like in awe of you every time they look at you, and they're like, you are so strong, you are so incredible. How can you handle all this? How can you experience these things? They terrify us. And I feel like with you guys, if you have any sort of a fear, Pile 4, instead of letting that fear control you, you would deliberately, go and face that fear just so you can control that fear. Like that's how you guys are. You will never kind of dwell on the past. You will always focus on what the positive is. I mean, like that's why, these cards are like, these cups are down, but these are up. So you would always focus. And even if you have had some bad experiences, you would just use these bad experiences to get back up. That's why there's this pyramid thing happening, right? You're using those bad experiences, learning from them, and then rising to the top. So yeah, I feel like if there is anybody who makes use of the past in a very productive way, it is you, Pile 4. I don't know if anybody can make use of the past in a productive way, but you do it. You learn from your mistakes, and then you rise above. And then you also like, okay, the last time I did things this way, now I'm going to do things in a different way, because you are learning. You are learning new things. You're allowing yourself to transform. You're not just like making hasty decisions. King of Wands is like always in action, but sometimes when you're always in action, you kind of forget to think, right? But with you guys, it's like, okay, I will allow my mind to tell me what to do. I will think, and then you take the action. So you're incredibly smart in that sense, Pile 4, that you don't just do things. Yes, you are always in action. Yes, you are. But it's not like the foolish kind of action, or you're just not wasting your energy, because I feel like you have an endless amount of energy inside you, but you don't waste it. It's not just, oh, you're always running around doing nothing productive. If you are moving around, if you are utilizing that energy, you will do your best to utilize that energy in the most positive manner that you guys can think of. And then we have a prosperity. We have 4 of Wands coming here for you guys. Not only are you guys progressing, but you guys progressing in a very big way. 3 of Wands, we have 3 of Cups as well. So this talks about like the number 3 is more like the small kind of victories, the small kind of celebration, the small kind of progress. But then we have 4 of Wands as well. So there's that massive big progress coming up. So after a few small victories, a few slow progress, something like that, you get that big progress once again. So after taking a few small steps, you take a giant leap. And that's what puts you on the top, because you're not afraid to take that giant leap. You're not afraid to jump high. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to fall. It's okay. You will learn from that. And then next time, probably you will, put down some foundation and then take a leap, But you will never stop taking those leaps in life. And that's why you guys progress so quickly. That's why people just sit back and envy you. And they're like, how come this person it's just always succeeding? They're always getting a new job and a better position. Not that, you are not able to hold down a job. You guys are more than able to do that. But then every time you're switching jobs, you're doing it for the better. You're jumping, always rising. No fall. I mean, even if the fall comes, you're like, it's okay. I'll learn. Fine. This is why it happened. Next time I'll make sure not to make that mistake again. And I feel like with you guys, you've probably done things and experienced things that, other people wouldn't like. Some people just love to remain in their safe space. They love to remain in their comfort zone, and they only kind of try things which they're familiar with, or which are in the diameter or in the circumference of their comfort zone. But with you guys, I feel like probably if you guys work in retail, you probably would have tried doing business. Or if you work, suppose, at a cafe or something, you would have probably tried working at a salon, or working at the gym or something like that. Something completely opposite to what you guys are. Like if you guys are an art major, you probably would have tried to do something else like physics or tech or something like that. Something completely different, because we have like these two spheres over here. So I really feel like you guys have done everything. You guys have literally dabbled in everything, whether it was of your interest or not. But you are like, it's okay if I feel like I'm not interested in this. That doesn't stop you from experiencing that, because you never know when things might turn out, and you might not just realize a new interest of yours. So let's see what else we have. So we have meditation. So meditation will bring you clarity of mind and a sense of inner peace. Like I was saying, you guys are always in action, but you take the time to think. You take the time to meditate, and only after you're sure of the decision, that you kind of spring into action. Not before that. You don't let other people kind of tell you what to do. You will speak to yourself. You will speak to the universe. Have that conversation. Think over the ideas, because like I'm saying, if you guys are progressing, you're progressing after thinking that, okay, if this idea is going to work or not. Your mind's not going to stop giving you ideas, but you are able to kind of filter the good ideas from the bad ones, and that is through meditation. So keep doing that, because that is really going to help you prosper faster, pile 4. And then we have future. Direct your intentions and actions wisely, and your future will be fed with fulfillment. That's what I'm saying. People might be wondering that how come you progress so fast. Like they're jealous, they're envious that your future is so bright. And it is only because you take those wise decisions. You're not afraid to take risks. And yeah, sure, you have experienced failure, but you've learned from it, and use that as your power to move forward, and then turn that into a success. I feel like sometimes you guys have been able to turn your failures into successes. I don't know how you guys have done it, but I'm getting the vibe that you've done it. So let me know if you've done it, okay? And then we have a sanctuary. Within your heart, a space of regenerating sanctuary awaits. So I feel like somewhere you have your own safe space as well. If not, have a safe space for yourself, pile 4, because that is really going to help you out, because that is going to be the place where you meditate, where you think, where nobody has access to you or whatever is going on with you. So have that safe space for yourself where you guys can unwind, relax, lower down your guard, and just, be. Have that space for yourself if you don't have it already, because that is just going to add to your strength. It is going to add to your powers. It's going to add to your success in life, because we need that. We cannot just constantly wear masks around people, because if we are raw and authentic with people, it's just a whole lot of judgment, and you guys can do better without it. So have that space for yourself, okay? Because you really deserve it. All right, so this is all I have for you guys, pile 4. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment down below to let me know if this message resonated, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, pile 5, welcome to your reading. Let's see what your greatest strength is. So we have 9 of Cups for you guys, 10 of Pentacles, Knave of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and Queen of Wands. Okay, pile 5. So your greatest strength, I'm getting 2 to 3 of them. So the first one being is that your own confidence is your greatest strength, and Why wouldn't it be? You've accomplished so much in life. Or even if you think that you haven't, but you, the way you portray yourself to the world, the way you project your energy, it appears to be very confident. You might not be confident like in real life, like on the inside you might be feeling really scared and terrified, but on the outside people just view you as someone who's really confident, and it's your aura or whatever it is, your personality, but your own confidence, your confidence in yourself is your greatest strength, because that is what is going to have you take risks in life, help you move forward in life. So if you guys lack that confidence, pile 5, it is a good thing to work on that particular thing, on your confidence, because that is really going to help you guys a lot, like a lot. It'll really kind of open doors for you guys, because oftentimes people will just look at our body language and make a judgment on us. And sometimes when people see that you're not really confident, or that you don't trust yourself, it really kind of diminishes a whole lot of opportunities for you guys. So if you guys have kind of noticed that some opportunity that is perfect for you, it doesn't come your way every time you give the interview, all of that stuff, but that opportunity never comes your way, probably because somewhere somebody feels as if you're not confident. So if you guys kind of suffer through the lack of confidence, it is a very good thing to work on it. And for those of you who do not suffer from that, you know that your confidence, it has what has gotten you to this point in life. If you have risen to the top, if you've come out stronger, if you've gotten back up through sheer adversity, all of that stuff, it is because of your confidence and your confidence alone. Probably like you guys were, going through really difficult times in terms of your finances or your career and all of that. Like if materially you guys weren't that well off, the only thing that kept you strong through those difficult times was your own confidence, that yes, things are going to be okay, that yes, I am capable of doing things and I will make life happen, I will do things, I will turn my life around. That kind of confidence, that kind of belief in yourself, that is what kept you going. You kind of kept telling yourself that you're the best, that you guys can do this, you guys can make things happen. You kept telling yourself that. I don't know if you guys practice affirmations or not, but even if you don't actively do it, probably during that time you did it, and that kind of manifested for you. That's how you became so confident, and that is your greatest strength. So, and as long as you're confident, yeah, you guys are the star. But it is only when you lose confidence, and it's okay. Sometimes we all have those bad days. Sometimes we go through that low point. Our vibrations are low, our energy is low, but that's okay. And yeah, sometimes the past, it's just yeah, the past is not very nice. I mean, it is because of the past that you have become so confident, because you had to rely on yourself. Nobody helped you, nobody supported you, and that's why you had to rely on yourself. So right now, when you are in a good place in life, and I really hope you guys are, pile 5, that's why you kind of give that credit to yourself. You have that belief in yourself that no matter how bad things get, you will always be able to get through them because of your own capability, your own sheer will and determination. And you have every right to feel that way because yeah, you're entitled to it, a pile 5. You have every right to give yourself credit for being confident and for getting through the worst life has to offer. All right. Moreover, for some of you guys, I feel like your family background or your family in general, they are your greatest strength. And probably if you guys want to point out like one particular person, it could be your mother, or if not, then it could be any other female figure in your life. Or if not, if there are no significant female figures in your life who are your greatest strength, then it could be like a male figure who kind of embodies this Queen of Wands energy, where they are like, yeah, they're that it person. They're like so strong and so confident, and the epitome of the word empowerment, be it male or female, they will be empowered. And that is how they've raised you, they've empowered you. And that's why probably if you guys are confident right now, you guys are confident because of that one particular figure in your life. And if you have such a person, pile 5, if that part resonated where there's that one particular person, then you guys are incredibly lucky, because for a lot of people there's no one. The world would rather knock you down and tell you you're good for nothing rather than empower you. There are only those few people, those few rare people who ever understand you. Probably in the course of your life, for some people, there's only that one person who ever truly understood them and who ever truly supported them. And so if you have such a figure, you guys are incredibly lucky, because that person probably kind of injected that confidence in you. And even so, that's why, despite you guys being in a very terrible situation in the past, even if this person wasn't there with you, but the way they raised you, the way they kind of treated you, nurtured you, loved you, they empowered you to the point where you were able to have that belief in yourself, and you were able to be like, no, I can do it. Probably this person never taught you to give up. Every time you even thought about giving up, that person was like, you get back up right now and you make things happen, because things will happen. You sitting here crying is not going to solve anything. So, probably that's how they raised you. And if that is true for you guys, wow, you guys are a lucky batch. You guys are incredibly lucky batch. And then we have the Knave of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles for you guys. So this really tells me that when it comes to opportunities, you guys are a magnet for opportunities. Pile 5, you guys attract opportunities. And why wouldn't you? When you are so confident, when you're literally oozing confidence, who wouldn't give you opportunities? Who wouldn't want to work with you? Everybody will want to work with you. And that is why you're able to probably have a whole lot of, probably you come from a very secure background, or if not, you getting all those opportunities have kind of helped you build that secure, it has kind of helped you secure your future. Not just yours, but your kids as well, or your family's future as well. So if in your family, anybody has to take the credit for the family success, it is you. It is actually you, because you've done everything to make sure that your family is safe, your family is secure. And it is only because of your confidence that you have able to attract all these opportunities, rather than allowing this dark energy to come through, where you guys are just worried about the past, worried about how things will happen, or even if things happen, bad things happen in life. Instead of just sitting there crying, you will get back up and you'll be like, okay, I have to get things done. I have to find a solution for this. So you are not one, Pile 5, to just sit and cry when things are not going your way. You're not one to cry over spilled milk. You might shed a tear or two, but that's it. Like, you can take your time to, cry, but once you're done, you're done. You're not gonna have those episodic crying that often comes when things are not going our way. You will shed a tear or two, or you will take some time to just cry and curse the world if that's what you guys want to do. But after that, you guys are back into action, and you're not going to stop until you found a solution for that particular problem and turned your life around. That's the kind of confidence and power you guys possess. I don't know if you guys are aware of it. If not, now you know. That is your strength, Pile 5, because that's what keeps you going. That is what's helping you move forward in life, despite all the other things holding you back. It is your confidence, or probably a family member, or just this Queen of Wands kind of a figure in your life who has empowered you to such an extent where you are now able to stand on your own 2 feet and fight through whatever life throws at you. You guys are really able to do that, Pile 5. All right, so let's see what else we have for you. We have the King of Pentacles, the King of Rings. We have the Hierophant. We have the Hanged Man. We have 9 of Swords in reverse. And we have the Devil in reverse. Okay. Like I was saying, if things are not going your way, Pile 5, you know what you guys do? I already told you, when things are not going your way, you guys are confident and you kind of, get into action. But not just that, you will not just get into action. Okay, that, okay, things are fine, I will get to the bottom of this, I will find a solution. You are not just going to start crazily running around. You will think outside the box. I feel like that is another of your one of your greatest strengths out there. You people think outside the box. You're not one for mainstream thinking. I feel like people even call you crazy and weird just because you don't think like normal people. You always have the weirdest ideas, the weirdest solution to a problem. Nobody would even think about what you do. They cannot even imagine that. Like, not even in their most craziest fantasies, they will not be able to imagine the things that, that just come so easily into your mind. And obviously, and those ideas that you get, that outside of the box kind of a thinking, that is what makes you wise, so incredibly wise, because we have the Hierophant here. We have the wise energy, the energy of wisdom, where people come to you for advice, where, some people might even just call you their guru or something. They might even just do that because you have that sort of energy. You have that King of Pentacles energy where you're like, yep, I know everything. I know what's going on. I have everything. I'm not worried about anything. And it is because, like, this energy, you freed yourself from this energy where no longer are negative thoughts plaguing you. Even if a negative thought comes, you just deal with it. You deal with that negative thought. It's not like you ignore it. You don't just be like, oh, as long as I don't see it, it's not there. No, whenever a negative thought is coming up, or whenever the past is dredging itself back up in your life, you will deal with it. You will take that time, you will sit with yourself, you will meditate. You're like, okay, why am I thinking this way? Why am I thinking about this particular thing right now? This happened so long ago. Why now? What changed? What's the difference? You will sit with yourself. You will, think over it, and then you let it go. You will not let it control you. Never will you let your negative side control you, a pile 5. And how come you have the superpower? Please tell me. I would love to have this superpower, because past keeps us in prison all the time. Like, there are people who literally live in the past. People do that, pile 5, and that they do, but you don't. If the past comes knocking, you're like, hi, welcome, come sit, have some tea. You'll have a conversation with the past, and then when the time comes, you're like, okay, you've overstayed your welcome, time to go. So, then you kick it out. Or the past will be like, okay, I'm done. I just wanted to tell you this. I've done that. Now I'm leaving. And you're like, okay, go. The door's open. So, you deal with that problem. You'll deal with any issue of the past that's coming back up in your life. And then you're successfully able to move forward. That is why people, admire you so much, pile 5. That's why they learn from you so much. You're practically a teacher, a spiritual teacher. If you are into that sort of a thing, if you want to be somebody like that, you can be that person. You can easily, teach people. You can easily help them navigate through the difficulties in life. And why wouldn't you? You have all the experience. You have not only the material wealth, you have the wealth of knowledge. You might not have millions and billions of dollars, but you have enough that, you are secure. You are confident in yourself, and confident oftentimes, having that financial security brings that confidence in us. And you guys, I feel like, are secure in more ways than one. Like I was saying, for some of you, your family is your greatest strength, because they have provided you with that security. Every time you're in a problem, they're more than happy to help you out. They never make you feel bad. Or if the whole world can make you feel bad, the whole world can turn against you, but your family is never going to turn against you, no matter what. They might not agree with what you do sometimes, but that doesn't mean that they'll disown you or anything. They're not going to do that. And that's why, they, for some of you guys, they are your greatest strength. And if you have such a family, you guys are incredibly lucky, pile 5, because they kind of bring about a sense of peace in you guys, like right here, because this card is in reverse. So upright, this is like you guys are so stressed, you guys are not able to sleep properly, but probably the support that your family has given you, or whatever, like even if it was just that one person who gave you that support, who made you feel secure, who made you have that confidence in yourself, even then, even that person, even if it's just one person, it helps you guys sleep so peacefully at night, that you guys have nothing to worry about. Sure, you might be going through a whole lot of problems, but you know that as long as this person is with you, or as long as your family is with you, you'll overcome it. You'll overcome any problem that's there. And wow, yeah, I mean, being your own support system is one thing. And yeah, that is what it is. But when you have the support of other people, nothing can stop you from rising to the top, pile five. And if you, and I feel like literally this is the only pile who has that support, because I feel like no other pile has that support. Only you guys have that support system, where there's somebody else who's supporting you, where the universe has blessed you with people who genuinely love you and who genuinely want to see you succeed. And when those people are there, yeah, no power on earth can hurt you. Like nothing can hurt you. No one can hurt you. No one can get the better of you. Any problem that comes your way, big or small, you guys will be able to handle it because of the support that you have. Even if you have just a supporting partner, that's more than enough for you guys to conquer this world. And I feel like you guys will be those conquerors. You guys will be at the top because you have that support. You have that somebody, that one person who understands you. So you guys are incredibly lucky, pile five. All right, so let's see what else we have for you. So we have choice. You are in control of the choices set before you. Like I was saying, you guys could either choose to just sit and cry, or to just live in the past. But you guys don't do that. You're like, no, I will deal with the past, but okay, I need to find a solution first. So you are always making that choice. It's not that that confidence is infused in you, or that person empowered you and now you're confident and that's it. You make the choice to be confident. You make the choice to find a solution rather than just sit and cry. And like I was saying, if the past comes knocking, you choose to kind of address it rather than ignore it. So there's always a choice that you make, and that makes you so powerful, pile five, that you're always able to make the right choice. Learn from the bad one, make the right choice in the future, and get to the top. That's how you guys are. And then we have expression. Expression unleashes and empowers your inner creative energy to flow forth. I feel like obviously we also have the two pentacle cards there, so I feel like you guys are, and then we have the fire energy here, which talks about creativity. So I feel like you guys are really creative. And another thing, probably when you guys are expressing yourself creatively, be it writing, be it painting, music, art, dance, whatever, that is when you feel at the top. Like you feel that that's it. You feel like a god or a goddess when you're doing those things. You have that your confidence is at an all-time high. It doesn't matter whether people like your stuff or not. It's just that you getting the chance to express yourself in that manner, it what kind of brings that confidence about you. So never let go of that. Never let go of your creativity, pile five, because yeah, you never know when that creative expression of yours might just turn into your success. Like you never know. So keep at it. Do not give up. Do not think that, oh, I'm not a good writer, or nobody's ever going to see my stuff, so what's the point? You never know. These days, with tech, with technology, globalization, all of those things, nothing is hidden, especially when it comes to creativity. And we have like now AI coming, and AI creativity stuff coming up. So yeah, it's bound to get out. So your creative expression, once that out, you never know, people will just love it so much. So I feel like if you guys are hiding your artistic side, I feel like it's time to bring that out and show the world just how awesome you guys are, right? And then we have inspiration. Be open to a world of endless possibilities. Yep, that's why I was saying, whenever you guys think, or whenever you guys come up with an idea, it's something so different, so strange, so unique, that people are just like, how do you even come up with that? How did you even do it? And it's because you're open to possibilities. might not be physically, but in your heart, in your mind, you are open to possibilities. That is where your creativity comes in. That is why this hangman is here, where you're able to come up with something new. You're able to look at things from so many different perspectives that your solutions are always the best and the most unique ones. All right. So this is all I have for you guys. Pile 5. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Comment down below to let me know if this message resonated. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.